Have you ever wondered what the next frontier in investing could be, and which innovation could shape the global economy for decades to come? Well, stop scrolling because I've got big news for you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why quantum computing could be the investment opportunity of a lifetime for 2025 and beyond. So lean in, hit the save button, and prepare to explore the mind-blowing world of quantum computing. Let's start with a quick breakdown of what quantum computing actually is. Unlike classical computers that use binary bits, either zeros or ones, quantum computers use something called quantum bits, or qubits. These qubits can exist as 0, 1, or any combination of both simultaneously. We call this superposition. You might think, okay, so what? Here's the kicker. Because of their ability to process vast amounts of data all at once, quantum computers can solve problems in seconds that would take classical computers thousands of years. Yes, you heard me right. Thousands of years. Now, why should this matter to you as an investor? Well, quantum computing is not just an innovation, it's a revolution. By 2025, experts predict the global quantum computing market could surpass $1.4 billion and grow exponentially well into the next decade. The companies leading the charge in quantum computing have the potential to disrupt industries ranging from healthcare to finance, energy, logistics, and artificial intelligence. These disruptions could create entirely new markets and wealth generation streams for savvy investors who get in early. Let's talk about some real-world applications that are already making waves. For example, in healthcare, quantum computing could fast-track drug discovery by simulating how different compounds interact with the human body, saving years in research and billions of dollars in development costs. Picture this. Diseases like Alzheimer's or cancer could find effective treatments in a fraction of the time it takes today, thanks to quantum technology. As patients' lives improve, you, the forward-thinking investor, stand to reap returns. Let's pivot to finance. The financial sector is looking at quantum computing to optimize portfolios, predict market crashes, and even detect fraudulent transactions faster than any current methods. Banks and hedge funds are salivating over quantum algorithms that could give them a strategic edge. And you can bet those quantum-related stocks or ETFs are going into my watch list. And don't overlook the energy sector. Quantum computers could improve battery designs for electric vehicles, EVs, optimize energy grids for renewable sources, and even help with climate modeling to combat global warming. Imagine the gains you could get from backing companies dedicated to renewable energy plus quantum technology. It's a double win for both your pocketbook and the planet. So now you're asking yourself, that's great and all, but where do I begin investing? Start by looking at publicly traded companies with ongoing quantum computing projects. Tech giants like IBM, Google, and Microsoft are major players in this space. IBM, for instance, has already launched the Quantum Network, collaborating with universities and enterprises to commercialize quantum computing. Meanwhile, Google's Sycamore quantum computer recently achieved quantum supremacy, solving a complex computation problem faster than the world's best supercomputer. And let's not forget Microsoft, whose Quantum Development Kit aims to make it easier for developers to build quantum applications. Talk about creating an ecosystem poised for expansion. Startups are also a treasure trove of opportunity. Companies like IonQ, Rigetti Computing, and Xanadu Quantum Technologies are creating buzz as they gear up for commercialization. Keep an eye on venture funds and SPACs focusing on quantum tech. This could be a fantastic entry point for private investors. Want a more hands-off approach? Consider exchange-traded funds or ETFs that focus on technological innovation, including quantum computing. Funds like ARK Invest give access to a basket of companies working on the next big tech revolutions, and quantum computing is very much on their radar. Still worried about risk? Let's break it down. Like any emerging technology, quantum computing has its share of challenges: scalability, error rates, and high costs of infrastructure, to name a few. But here's the thing. These hurdles are being worked on by some of the brightest minds in the world. Plus, governments around the globe are pouring billions into quantum research. The EU, the US, and China have all launched major quantum-focused initiatives, providing an added layer of validation and stability. And let's not forget geopolitical stakes. Quantum supremacy could transform national security with better cryptography, making this technology a focal point of strategic development worldwide. As an investor, these developments hint at both opportunity and resilience. By this point, you're probably wondering, how much should I allocate to quantum computing in my portfolio? The answer depends on your investment goals and risk appetite. This is a long-term play. Start with a small allocation, perhaps 5 to 10% of your tech portfolio, and adjust as quantum applications advance and track records become clearer. Here comes the golden nugget of advice. Diversify. Don't go all in on just one company. Try to include a mix of tech giants, startups, and ETFs to spread out your bets. Run your due diligence and consult financial advisors if needed. Remember, early adoption comes with its risks, but being ahead of the curve could pay off massively. Finally, let's discuss the broader implications. Investing in quantum computing is not just about generating wealth. It's about participating in rewriting humanity's future. From fighting climate change to curing deadly diseases and vastly expanding computational possibilities, quantum computing stands to reshape the world. By investing in this area, you're not just seeding your financial growth, you're planting a stake in the next giant leap for mankind. So, are you ready to dive into the quantum era and transform not only your portfolio, but your view of the future? Smash that like button, share this video, and let me know in the comments your thoughts about quantum technology. And as always, stay curious and invest wisely.